Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing microneedling on my client. Microneedling is a very good treatment, and it's very effective for hyperpigmentation, dark spots, acne, and just a host of other things. I am starting off with my bioenzyme cleanser. This is a good cleanser, and it removes a lot of dirt, oil, and debris without stripping the skin from its natural oils. It hydrates the skin, and it has so many benefits to this cleanser, and it is also a good cleanser for double cleansing. So if you would like a brighter look to the skin, using this cleanser will really help. Next, I'm just removing the cleanser off of her skin, and also I am doing it with a 4x4, and the reason why is because we want the skin to be very clean and limit as much bacteria on the skin as possible. Next, I'm going in with some of the antiseptic cleanser, and this is just a standard cleanser from Walgreens. What this cleanser does is make sure you're removing a lot more of the dirt and the debris that sits on the skin and any bacteria on the skin. So the point of this treatment is to make sure that the skin is very clean, because you don't want to push any of those harmful things into the skin when we start the microneedling process. So cleansing is a big step with this treatment. So we do go in and cleanse the skin roughly about 3 times, and I make sure that I'm not using any towels or anything like that. I'm just using either a 4x4, or you can use a towelette. I was out of my towelette, so I just had to use some 4x4s. Next, I do put some numbing cream on the skin. Now with the numbing cream, it doesn't fully take the effects away of the microneedling, but it does, keep the skin, has that support on the skin, so you don't feel too much of the microneedling, the little needles that's inside the pen. Now, it doesn't completely, like I said, numb the skin, but it does allow you a little comfort. And I leave this on for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then I remove it by cleansing with the antiseptic cleanser again. So just make sure that all of this is off of the skin before you move on to your next step, because you don't want to microneedle any of the numbing cream into the skin. That would not be a good thing to do. So just make sure this is fully removed from the skin, and then you go into your next step. Now, when doing a lot of these services, you will see that everybody does services their own way. This is an effective way for me to do a service for microneedling, and to ensure that I am doing the cleansing and removing a lot of the bacteria and everything from the skin. So just do whatever you feel that you're comfortable with as an esthetician, but this is the steps that I take, so I don't want any backlash or feedback in the comment section about how you guys do things. This is how I do it, and this is has been beneficial to my clients. So as you can see, I am removing the numbing cream from the skin, and also I've started the process of doing the cleanser. So with using my cleanser, I do go back in with the antiseptic again. And the reason why I use the antiseptic twice versus doing the stem cell twice is because that is more like a wound care, cleanser and everything for wounds and things. So I just wanted to make sure that I was using that one twice versus the other cleanser. And as you can see, I am going back in with my 4x4s and removing that cleanser and drying the skin really, really well before starting the process. And also, before you even get started with applying the serums onto the skin, just to make sure you change your gloves out, because that's very imperative to starting the next process, because I did put, numbing cream on with my gloves. I don't want to touch her face while that numbing cream can still sit on the surface of my gloves. So next, as you can see, I am putting some of the cocktail mix that I made, which was some wound care solution. Once again, that was from Walgreens as well, and some enhancement in vitamin C and hyaluronic, and 2 more serums that I decided to pick that was custom to her face. Next, you see that I started with the microneedling pen. I do adjust to the areas that I'm doing, so it was more in depth, like on her forehead. But when I got to her nose area, I just made sure that I moved the pen up some, the level up, because that is a very sensitive spot, on the skin. So you may see your client squinch a little bit, because when you get to that area, the T-zone area and that nose area, it is very, very sensitive. So just try to work as fast as you can when you get to those areas, so that the client is not uncomfortable for too long. And I do not recommend microneedling on a dry skin, because of the grooves in the skin and the pen. You don't want the pen to get stuck while you're moving along the face. So you want to make sure that you're pushing in the serums and keeping the skin very moist while you are performing this procedure. So I'm going to go ahead and just let the music play, and let you guys enjoy this microneedling session. I did as much as I could to not edit so much of the video, so that you could see every section that I microneedled on her face. So enjoy. Okay, you guys, so we are wrapping up this session. I did use the rest of the serums that was inside my mixing container, and I just put the remainder onto the skin. I did not have that part on here, so I'm just letting you guys know that was done. So do not waste any of the serum. Put the rest onto the skin, and then top it off with some Post Balm from Sarcadia, and also some moisturizer. And as you can see, I'm lightly touching the skin because it's so delicate and sensitive right now. So you don't want to, rub the skin really hard or rough. You want to just, lightly touch the skin while you're putting on the moisturizers and the serums. I did use some SPF 32 from Image Skincare. That is no longer on the shelf with Image Skincare, but I did have a lot left, so I've been, using it because this works really good on my African American clients. And you want to use the SPF because you want to really create that protection on the skin when they go out into the sun. Next, I top it off with some Image Skincare lip enhancement, and she is all done. Voila! So make sure you guys like, follow, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back with more. See ya!